So we've all heard about therapy dogs before, right? Did you know that there's such a thing as therapy pigs? I didn't either until somebody told me I was doing this segment today, and I was actually really excited about it because I wanted to learn more about it. There are two little really cute piglets. Their names are Thunder and Bolt. Awesome names, by the way. And they're training to be therapy pigs. So we're going to talk right now to their owner, Heather Barrow, who is there with the piglets, and her daughter, Claire. And I'm so interested about this. Okay, where do I even start? I have so many questions. Okay. So what is your background with pigs? I mean, you know, I know this sounds like a crazy question. Are you a pig farmer? Do you have pigs around all the time? What's the deal?
There are no crazy questions when it comes to pigs, as I found. But I personally don't have a background with pigs, but my husband grew up with a pig. He had what he thought was a miniature potbelly pig, and of course they don't stay small. This pig grew to be over 200 pounds, and he was just one of his favorite pets. So we'd been waiting to adopt pigs until both of our kids were old enough, as you can see, to help take care of them. And what I've learned really quickly is how smart they are and how easy they are to care for. I think it's somewhere in between a dog and a cat, but we're also big dog people. We have a Rottweiler and a German short-haired pointer rescue. So you have to understand that these pigs are going to get big one day, and it's best, just like with big dogs, to train them when they're young. So we...
How big do they get? How big do they get?
They're going to be, they guarantee that the height can be anywhere from 11 to 13 inches, but they're going to be upwards of 50 to 100 pounds each, depending on how spoiled they are. And you can tell we tend to overfeed them. So.
Okay, so miniature pot-bellied pigs, because in my mind I'm thinking of, like, you know, you're out on a pig farm, you see the huge... I honestly don't know that much about pigs. I didn't even know that there were this many, you know, variations of them. So, okay, you guys do... therapy work. Can you tell me about that a little bit?
We're training them. When I was pregnant with my son, I spent several months in the hospital surrounding his premature birth. And this is when Claire was 2 years old. And we were visited once a week by therapy dogs because I'd missed my dogs in the hospital. And we've tried to do it with both of our dogs, but they didn't quite have the right temperament. And when we adopted the pigs, we reached out to a local organization that helps foster the relationship between animal and the organization. And they thought Thunder and Bolt would be excellent candidates. So we've just been working with them. There's several criteria that they're tested on at 1 year old, but you'll get a kick out of this. I got an email on Instagram over the weekend from one of our local hospitals who's one of their biggest fans, and we're actually meeting with the volunteer director on Monday. So they've developed quite a fan base in Tampa. It's been great. And I think that they, you know, you mentioned it earlier, when I'm having a bad day or Claire's having a bad day, you can't walk outside and be sad around them.
I'll tell you what, if I was sitting in a hospital and I had some kind of really bad illness and I saw those piglets come in, it would definitely cheer me up. I mean, there's no way that can not cheer you up unless you totally hate pigs or something. So you said there's somewhere between cats and dogs, right? Like, what goes into training them? You said you got some big dogs. I've got a German Shepherd Husky mix, and I know what goes into training them. Like, how does it compare with training a dog?
It's much easier than training a dog. I'm not sure if you saw the trick where they ring the bells for treats. We actually have some bells here. We can do it if we have time. But we taught them that trick. I think it was 15 minutes. Everything that they pick up, if you tie it to food, they're very eager to please in return for a Cheerio, of course. So the tricks that sometimes I feel like even with sit and stay, it took us 1 or 2 weeks with our dogs, these pigs learn in under an hour. And we typically don't train them for more than 5 to 10 minutes in the morning and 5 to 10 minutes in the evening. So the majority of what everyone sees with some of the photos and videos that we share are their mischief and mayhem, because that's what they're up to. So 99% of the day.
I remember back in the day, like there was a time in my life where we had ferrets, and I remember being just so surprised that you could train them to go to the bathroom in the house. Can you do that with pigs too, or no?
They're litter trained, so they actually use a litter box that's just filled with cedar chips, kind of what you would use for a guinea pig. So they also love to go to the restroom outside. That's their favorite place. But when they're not outside, they'll use the litter box. He's ringing the bell.
Let's do this. Yeah. Let's. You can be the camera person here, and we're just gonna watch this for a minute. I've seen cats do this before, by the way.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, he rings it with the nose.
Now Thunder gets mad because he knows there's a bell somewhere and he doesn't have access to it.
Oh, look at that. You know what? I wonder if I could train my dog to do that. How cool would that be, Beth?
Could
you imagine? It could go
So,
viral on Facebook.
We had to take Miles away pretty quickly.
It gets out of control very fast. They're making a mess. Pigs have been known to, they love the slop. They love the mess, right? Oh my gosh, I love this. This is fantastic. Okay. So these guys have not actually been doing any therapy quite yet. They're still in training. How much longer of training before, or have they done some therapy already? I may have missed that.
No, they do therapy for everyone that visits us. They have to be a year old to be tested, and I think that they just want to make sure that they're out, out of their baby phase. And once they've hit a year, they can. Once they've hit a year, they can be tested and start going to hospitals and nursing homes. So they'll turn 1 in March. So we've got a little bit of a ways to go. But based on how they've been now, I see no problem. I think they're going to pass their test with flying colors.
Oh my gosh, this is
guys on the process.
I love it. Look how tiny they are. See, I was scaring my wife last week. There was a guy in the neighborhood that had a chicken for sale, and I don't have any experience with chickens, and I was like, we should get a chicken. Think about that. We'd have eggs all the time. And now I'm just looking at this, and in my head I'm like, man, this would be kind of fun to like just maybe like surprise her, bring her home a pot-bellied pig, right? She's almost 9 months pregnant. That would probably put a smile on her face, right?
I might not want to surprise her with that, Ari.
All right, maybe that's a bad idea. You're right. All right, this has been really cool. Maybe we'll stay in touch. I would love to see like an actual therapy session with the pigs down the road or something like that. So hit us up at some point, or maybe we'll hit you guys up. That's Heather Barrow and Heather Barrow and her daughter Claire, and that's Thunder and Bolt.
Say bye, guys. Bye.
Say bye. Here, let's go back to them one more time real quick. Can we put them up real close to the camera right at the end? Look at that nose. Oh my goodness, look at that. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thanks, Ari, for having us.
That's amazing. Thank you for coming on. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.